What is up, all of you Harfoots, dwarves, elves, and men of Numenor? Welcome back to another short breakdown of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, presented by Mando Talk / Geekverse Reactions. I'm DJ. You can follow me at RebelScumTexan on Twitter. Just wanted to share a few thoughts I had on the third episode of The Rings of Power, my reaction and breakdown. Here it comes. In comparison to last week's two episodes, this episode only had really one jaw-dropping visual for me. If you know what I'm talking about, if you've seen it, Galadriel riding her horse across the beach, incredible. I just thought those visuals were absolutely stunning. Watching her ride that horse was really, really cool. The way they filmed it, I just thought that was the most stunning thing about the entire episode. But yeah, so I mean, as far as visuals go, that was my number one favorite thing I saw in that episode. It's very clear that the story is leading to an overall confrontation with Sauron. I mean, that's been the point all along. They're still kind of tiptoeing around the name Sauron, which I like, given that it is the Second Age and we're seeing Sauron's rise to power. I think that's really cool. But it's still kind of a neat way of how they're playing with that. And, you know, it's going to take time to develop that whole story. And I'm glad that we're getting it early instead of later. Probably my favorite minor detail about this whole episode is that actor Jed Brophy, a New Zealand actor who was in Lord of the Rings, the trilogy by Peter Jackson. He played a variety of different characters, background characters in that, but he was most notably in the Hobbit trilogy, Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy, as Nori, one of the dwarves of Thorin Oakenshield's company. So it was really cool to see that Jed Brophy is now part of all three different stories that have been told on screen for Lord of the Rings. So that's really, really fun and exciting stuff. Now, having said all of that, this episode wasn't like top tier in my opinion in comparison to the last two, but I did enjoy it. It was fun to watch, and it was exciting to see where things were going. It was a little bit slower. Often these kinds of episodes, whether it's building to something, are slower. That's to be expected. So I think that's okay. Hoping that episode 4 is an absolute banger, and I'm sure it will be. And if it's not, hey, you know what? No big deal. It's just one long story. They're going to be telling, hopefully, a few more seasons of storytelling with this. I think that's been confirmed. And if it all works out, awesome. But I think that the momentum is in the right place, and this is going to be an incredible show to continue to watch as more episodes come out. Okay, well, that's all I've got on Rings of Power episode 3. And you know what? We'll see you in Middle Earth.